see it. What's our format? So it's me, Estella,
Yes.
People Fund representative, whose name I'm gonna put in here now. Tell me.
Gustavo Lasala.
Gustavo. I want to thank you all for being here today. I'm Rodney Ellis, Harris County Commissioner. We're in the Harris County Commissioner's Court, and I'm pleased to announce the Harris County Opportunity Fund. It's a revolving loan fund that is the county's first financial investment fund to promote minority and women-owned businesses and small business growth. The application portal will open on Tuesday, October the 1st, 2024. Is that today? That's next week. And we know we're competing with a lot of other things that are going on in the news right now, but I'm not going to be here Tuesday, but I'm sure that they'll use some of what I said and what some others say if they have to do another event next week. But we want to get the word out. The Harris County Opportunity Fund embodies the county's commitment to fostering economic growth, innovation, and job creation within Harris County while addressing long-standing disparities in access to financial resources. Consider this. The average minority or woman-owned business enterprise has only $500 in outside equity compared to a staggering $18,500 in non-MWBE firms, according to the Standard Institute for Economic Policy. This stark contrast in financial resources limits the growth potential of minority and women-owned businesses and perpetuates economic disparities within our community. By launching Harris County's first ever revolving loan fund, we're taking decisive steps towards closing the wealth gap and the equity gaps that persist among entrepreneurs, particularly those within the minority community. Revolving loan fund programs have helped create or save over 700,000 jobs by providing over 45,000 loans to small and medium-sized businesses across the United States. I'm excited to see these same outcomes in our community. Minority and women-owned firms often face significant challenges accessing traditional financing. Compared to non-MWBE firms, they are approved for lower credit amounts and percentages of funding that they seek. This is in part due to the lack of access to equitable capital, and that stifles job creation in the broader community. This leaves these businesses more vulnerable to economic downturns and forces them to operate on the margins with few opportunities to unlock their company's full potential. The Harris County Opportunity Fund is designed to break down these barriers using federal money. And we appreciate the work of the Biden-Harris administration and all of our members of Congress, particularly those who voted for it. Starting with the late Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. I always like to give a shout out because I'm so proud of her daughter because she's on the Precinct 1 staff. And this initiative came out of Precinct 1, and Erica Lee Carter just happens to be the lead staff person that came up with this. So give Erica a warm round of applause. But using Biden-Harris ARPA dollars, the Harris County Commissioners Court approved $8 million, which our partner, the People Fund, matched with $9 million to create a $17 million revolving loan fund. Now I want to pause from my script on that to make this point. This is the largest investment by a local unit of government, city or county or the state for that matter, in a fund of this type. And we're just so proud to have been trendsetters. I happen to know, because I've been around so long, the city of Houston did have a revolving loan fund in 1984 because I chaired the committee that came up with it. But we did not know about People Fund because you didn't exist in 1984. And if you had, I would have been smart enough to search you out. So that fund went away. But we were not nearly as astute now. We didn't know as much about partnering, public-private partnerships to really make it work. But I can remember in particular a guy who had a barbecue business that we loaned $1 million to. And the papers gave me hell over it because it just did not work out. We didn't know enough about what we were doing. But you have a proven track record, and we appreciate that. This partnership doubles the opportunities for small businesses in our community to receive critical financial support. Loans will range from $5,000 to $250,000. to give entrepreneurs the flexibility to access only the capital that they need. I'll go off script again. I started an investment banking firm. I wanted the firm to be black and Hispanic. It was called Apex Securities in 1986. 2 African Americans and a Hispanic started this firm together. We did not have access to capital. We had to go to some of the people that I had done legal work with. And we went to some of our clients who were savings and loans. And we signed personal notes. We borrowed money from family because we had to meet the equity guidelines, the capital guidelines to start what was the first, it's predominantly black-owned investment banking firm in Texas. That was a Hispanic-owned investment banking firm in San Antonio. But, and that firm is still around. I'm no longer part of it, or they say I'm not. I still own my 1%. They do a little business with the county, by the way. I don't vote on it. But they tell me I don't own my 1% anymore because I left the firm. But just makes a point. To start that firm in 1986, I merged it with some smart folks in New York, Harvard MBAs, but I made big buck that I put in my pocket when I merged it with them, and that firm is still going on. So, but it was a lack of access to capital, only because we were lucky enough to know I had some clients who did legal work for S&Ls so we could borrow that money, and we had some angel investors. But what sets this fund apart is its unique structure. As businesses repay their loans, these funds will be reinvested to generate new opportunities for additional loans in our community. The success of one business will support the growth of another. This ensures that the impact of the Harris County Opportunity Fund extends far beyond its initial investment, creating a ripple effect of economic empowerment and resilience throughout our neighborhoods. Together, we are addressing economic disparities and laying the foundation for more inclusive and a more prosperous future for all residents in Harris County. I strongly urge all eligible businesses needing a cash infusion to apply and join us in this transformative journey toward a more equitable and thriving community. Together, we can build a future where every entrepreneur has the opportunity to succeed. Every business can thrive and every individual can realize their full potential, only if they work hard and know what the hell they are doing. Because I don't want anybody to think just because we have a fund, you apply and you get the money. You have to meet the criteria. I want to thank all of you all for being here and for your commitment to making this work. And now, Estella, I'm going to turn it over to you because I can't find that point in my notes. But you tell us what we need to know.
Yes, thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Estela Gonzalez. I'm the Executive Director of the Department of Economic Opportunity for Harris County. I want to start by expressing my gratitude to the Commissioner's Court for approving this critically important program, and to my team for their dedication to supporting small businesses in Harris County. Yes, thank you. This 5-year pilot program, named the Harris County Opportunity Fund, is the county's first ever revolving loan fund, as we just heard. The program begins with the ARPA dollars, as mentioned, and we're so grateful for People Fund to match that with another $9 million for a total of $17 million. These funds will be loaned to business still recovering from the impacts of COVID-19 or those unable to secure adequate capital in the private market, and we're willing to bet on these businesses to close the gender and racial wealth gaps. As businesses repay their loans, the money will go back into the fund, and we're so proud this will create a sustainable source of funding for future entrepreneurs in the county. The program's overall goal is to support the formation, the survival, and the growth of small and micro businesses in the county. Through a competitive bidding process, People Fund was chosen to administrate the program, and they will be offering these low-interest loans to eligible small businesses and providing free technical assistance to all applicants. As we share information about the fund and how to apply, it's important to note the eligibility requirements, some of which include the applicants must be private for-profit business, they must be located in Harris County during the entire term of the loan, they must have 25 or fewer FTEs, must be in good standing with local, state, and federal governments, and they must have an annual gross revenue of less than $5 million in their most recent tax return. More information about eligibility can be found on our website at deeo.harriscountytexas.gov under our Program Planning and Innovation tab. The Department of Economic Equity and Opportunity is excited and honored to launch this new program, which will better serve the needs of small businesses in Harris County. Thank you for your time and attention. Now I will turn it over to Gustavo La Sala, President and CEO of People Fund.
Thank you, Stella. Thank you, Commissioner. People Fund cannot be prouder of partnering with the Harris County in this program. People Fund is a community development financial institution certified by the U.S. Treasury, and we are an SBA lender. We have been around for 30 years, and cumulatively we have our impact has reached $1 billion in the Texas economy. Half of that in the last 5 years, and 20% of that in Harris County. So imagine how this fund supercharges the impact that we will have here in this area. People Fund provides technical assistance and financial assistance to entrepreneurs that otherwise would not have access to these resources. So again, these are jobs. These are opportunities to build wealth that otherwise would be missed. We are building stronger communities. You may ask, how do you apply to this program? You can go to our website. You can go to the Harris County website. There's a special page for this program, the Harris County Opportunity Fund. And of course, you can call us, and there's a list of contacts that we have, and we will talk with you. We will prepare you for the application and help go through the process to succeed. And of course, as we were talking about a few minutes ago, not everyone will qualify, but we are going to make a big dent on economic opportunity and make sure that the resources that are being put into this program are going into the hands of those that need it the most. Thank you.
Thank you. Erica, don't be bashful. Whatever you want to add.
Thank you, Commissioner Ellis. All I want to add is thank you to you both. The key word in this title is opportunity. This is a wonderful opportunity for low interest loans. The county is buying down the interest rate, so it'll be lower than whatever the feds have been put out. It will also provide the opportunity for grace for those businesses. You have your ups and downs as entrepreneurs, and they will work with you. That is why the technical assistance is so important, because you will have full wraparound support as you seek to grow your business. So really proud that to be a part of the first ever revolving loan fund in Harris County. Thank you.
So thank you. And now, so, you know, when they do this, they'll make us all look intelligent. They'll get the sweat off of my head and everything. Tuesday is when it launches. October 1st. That's October 1st. Is that next Tuesday?
Yes.
And I am at, it's Tuesday, right? I'll be at Parents' Day at Syracuse for my last one. So what we're going to do, y'all don't know it yet, is I think I'll get one of my colleagues to show up. You'll be here to represent me. But I think when you launch it, so press team, put it together. We're going to do it in here. Invite a bunch of these businesses in. Hope you can come and send somebody. And I'm going to pop in on that screen. So I'll be in New York City, you know, the finance capital of the world, country at least. But we have technology. I can just pop in on Zoom. But you all do a press conference and have a teach-in, because we want to make sure, because I'm sure, you know, it's a way to bring a bunch of these MWBs in, and we'll help. We won't put it all on you. So we'll let them know, because I saw something in one of the newspapers on social media my staff sent me. We must put a release out. So we couldn't do it on the actual day of the launch. But so we'll see who picks this up when we live stream it. But we'll also do an event in this room next week. That's easy for you. Okay, all right. Now, y'all want to make up some questions? Or when you had a real press here, you don't need to practice, you'll have them. Anything else? Did we say anything else y'all want to add? Any other talking points? Okay,
The
thank you.
question might be, how many businesses do you think will be able to receive them?
Say it again.
How many businesses do you think will?
You better repeat the question, though.
Yeah, so the question is how many businesses we plan to support. Well, we plan to support at least 400 businesses, so we know that it's going to be over that. And one thing that I didn't mention and is that we also are bringing the BIPOC Small Business Accelerator into this program. And that program is of course, we provide technical assistance in a way in the form of a boot camp, 8-week boot camp, in which participants receive the basic training for building a business plan and operations for their businesses, accounting and marketing. And then after that, after graduation, they receive aftercare for 3 years. Participants may apply for a loan up to $50,000 and have a grant, receive a grant of up to $5,000. The BIPOC Accelerator started in 2021, and we have already graduated 325 participants with $15 million, close to $15 million in loan capital and $1.5 million in grants. So that program is going to be here, and we expect to put in the hand of graduates over the next 5 years close to $750,000 here in Harris County.
That's good. So for next week, we'll make sure that we do the promo video and all, English and in Spanish. You can use AI so we can get some other languages as well. And I'd say do it right here in this room, and I'll pop in from New York. Okay? All right, thank you all. Good. So if you can come back here, but I was wondering why we